Reno calls Tinubu a drug lord. Then he turns around, accepts an ambassadorship, and now he is in California at a Chevron telling us to appreciate the government. You really can't make this stuff up. Hi, my name is Ty, and this is where common sense meets some nonsense. So Reno was one of the very loud voices against the government. He was at protests and he has always been very vocal. In 2023, on Arise News TV, he said that, Bola Ahmed Tinubu is a known drug lord and he has the documents to prove it. He also says that he's not going to accept any appointment from Tinubu. Tinubu wins the election, becomes president, and the Supreme Court upholds this decision. And then what does Reno do? Reno flies in from California to apologize to Tinubu and then kiss the ring. And then boom, in March of 2026, Tinubu gives Reno the ambassadorship to Mexico. And Reno accepts, just like the principled Nigerian politician that he is. And now he's at a Chevron in California, and then he tweets this: I bought 45 liters of fuel, 12 US gallons for 115K in California. This is how he talks. Stop condemning Nigeria. Fuel price hike is global due to the Iran war. Appreciate Nigeria and Dangote. Here's the video.
So look at that. Just about 12 gallons of gas, $81. So it's, don't say that, Nigeria is an oil-producing country. This country produces more oil than Nigeria. This is a general problem. This is a commodity that has almost the same value all around the world. So for it to go lower, it has to be artificially subsidized by a government. So let's be realistic.
Let's be realistic. Let's be realistic. You see, Reno is not lying. You can see the price at the pump. He actually paid $81 to do that. So that's not a lie. He's telling the truth. But what he's failing to mention are the numerous other things attached to it. So he spent $81 for 45 liters. And that is about 115,000 naira. In Nigeria, to buy that same amount of fuel, we'll spend about 54,000 naira. So the point he's making is that, California is almost 2 times the amount of Nigeria. We should be grateful. California is just one state in America. There are other states in America, and the other states have lower fuel prices. California is one of the most expensive states in America. So that is one point against what he has said. Second point against what he has said is the minimum wage in California is about $17 an hour. So for $81, that is about 5 hours worth of work. If you say, let's add taxes, 2 days worth of work, 2 days, and then 54,000 naira. The minimum wage in Nigeria is 70,000 naira per month. So that is almost 1 month worth of work to buy the same amount of fuel that somebody in California will do 2 hours worth of work and buy the same thing. How can you compare those two things? I am not the only one that is thinking this. Other people on Twitter also have the same thought. And then Reno now turns around and then he tweets this, blaming Nigerians for mental laziness for the comparison, saying that, the fuel prices have no bearing on minimum wage, economics don't care about your feelings, all the typical things that people like this will say. And then he now goes ahead and compares it to Apple. That, yes, Apple, you can't price Apple differently in Nigeria that you price it in America. Okay, Reno, you have opened this door, so let's go further. Your analogy would be, if Apple owned the land in Nigeria, it produced the phones in Nigeria, and it packaged everything in Nigeria, and then you now say, oh, okay, let's price it the same as the way we're pricing it in America. It won't work. It won't work. And then from the same line that you are thinking, what about Spotify? What about Netflix? Those people, the price that you pay for Netflix in America, if you convert it to Naira, it is so much more than when you spend for it in Naira. So those companies have dynamically priced based on what the Nigerian can afford. And that is what we are asking for. You have opened the window now to the conversation around the fact that America produces its own fuel. Okay, let's go there. Saudi Arabia also produces fuel, and their fuel is about 70 naira per gallon. Venezuela also produces fuel, and the fuel is virtually free for Venezuelans. Why can't we copy those people? We have brought in Dangote to refine fuel in Nigeria, and now you are telling us that to reap the benefits of that thing happening, it is unrealistic for us to do that. Again, we now even have to come to the conversation of how many Nigerians can afford to spend to buy 45 liters at a go, to spend 50k on fuel at a go. Not many. We are going to be doing 5 liters, 10 liters. And there's so many things that this man didn't mention. He bought fuel for his car. Nigeria, we don't only buy fuel for our cars. We buy fuel for our generators. The last time I checked, it is about 1,000 naira worth of fuel for 1 hour of fuel. Those hours will rack up rapidly when there is no constant electricity. People spend almost 5 hours to 10 hours a day with their generators on because they have fridges that things cannot get bad in those fridges. Those things will take a toll. Eventually, the cost of fuel will outrun what people are making. This is the point that we are trying to make. But Reno has already proven from the conversations that we have had prior to this that he will change his tune depending on whatever is beneficial to him. He has collected ambassadorship now. So, of course, the Tinubu government is good to him. They are doing all the work that needs to be done. But the question I have for you is, at what point do people lose the right to tell us how to feel in an economic reality that is ours? Reno practically lives in California. Reno probably earns in dollars. Reno is not the daily man waking up every day in Lagos traffic going to work. He loses all credibility when having conversations around this. And also, there are also a bunch of people who made funny comments that I find hilarious. This one person says, "Guy, this is a prime example that white beards and old age are not indicators of wisdom. Now, do the minimum wage difference between California and Nigeria." Olodo, we've already discussed this in this video. Prime example. I was not even going to go there, but I think that if somebody's hair is black and their beard is white, they are fundamentally unserious people. Next tweet that I found very funny was Ekpoma Michael Jackson. Stop insulting the intelligence of Nigerians. I find Ekpoma Michael Jackson to be hilarious because does Reno dance? I don't know why that is. I don't know how that combined, but it's hilarious as hell. Yes, Reno has come with a PhD argument talking about economies when we are having a primary school discussion about plus and minus. We don't have enough money for the amount of fuel we need to buy to sustain ourselves in this time. Let me know what you think and subscribe to the channel for videos on Tuesdays and Fridays. See you on the next video. Goodbye.